Well, good morning, everybody. My name's Timothy Crane. We're going to talk about time and stress management today. Now, as you all know, time is our most valuable resource, and once lost, you cannot regain it, just like any other resource. So, we're going to move on and talk about time management. Now, there's three categories of time management: prioritizing, control, procrastination, and we're going to manage your commitments. Okay, now on prioritizing tasks, first is the urgent. What must be done now and not later? Those you want to put at the top of your list, the most valuable, important things to take care of. Most important. Then you have what is important that must be done within the next day to week. Now, what is not important is others that you may be able to delegate to someone else. You can talk to someone else about them to help you with the tasks also. Now, done controlling procrastination, you need time structure. With time structure, you need to kind of start out by logging your time, see where you're spending most of your time and where it's not going, and where you're wasting it. Now, your large tasks you might want to take off, like school projects, until the last minute. So you want to just build up and do a little bit at a time. Break those 3 hours up into 3 separate 1-hour sessions, or even 6 half-hour sessions. Don't be afraid to tackle them. They are manageable. You just have to do them in small sections. And third, and avoid perfectionism. You don't have to have everything absolutely perfect every single time. I'm kind of a bit of that way. If it's not done right, I don't want it done at all, because I hate doing things 3 or 4 times over. Next, we're going to talk about manage your commitments. First off, letting go. If there is a task that you cannot take on, you feel like you want to please the boss and take on every task, don't do it. You don't have to take on every single task thrown your way. I'm sure somebody else can take care of those. Second, accept your limitations. You're still a work in progress. Everybody has, no matter what and how old. Everybody can improve. You're not going to be able to do everything all the time. Now, making commitments. Don't make them if you can't keep them. Very important. Like promising your kids are going to take them there somewhere, then you just get busy and can't do it. Don't. Next, be responsible. Now, if you make a commitment, keep it. You promised your boss you're going to take on that project, finish it. If you need help, ask for it. Okay, we're going to keep going ahead here. Now, learn to change. Plan ahead. Start a log. I mentioned that earlier. Start a log to track how you're spending your time now. Are you just throwing it away, excessive breaks, messing around on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, when you should be working, knowing you should be working? Next is delegate your tasks. Learn to delegate your tasks. There's them smaller projects that somebody else can take on. You know it. You don't have to do it all. Okay. Now, time and stress management go kind of hand in hand. There are a lot of similarities and subtle differences. Time can affect stress, and stress can affect your time management skills. To continue, you might see the similarities if you haven't already. Now, major causes of workplace stress. You got a job somewhere. most of you have by now. First off is poor planning. Like we mentioned earlier, you put it off to the last minute, like your school projects. Feeling there's too much to do because you took on too much. Don't take that on. If you can't handle it, don't tell your boss you can, or if you need help, ask for it, or delegate the tasks. Not enjoying your job. I've had jobs that I felt like I've wanted to quit 3-4 times a day. When you try to find the positive in your work, you'll think you'll enjoy your job more. Now, conflicting jobs demands on the job. The boss wants you to do this, then upper management wants something else done, so he delegates the task to you, knowing you can't take it on if you don't say something about it. So, let them know that, hey, I got this project due tomorrow or next week. I don't know if I can get this done when you need it. Now, you want, tell them, what do you need first? Just ask. Insufficient resources to do the job. I think we've been through that. You just either don't have enough time. That's a resource. You run out of paper. You run out of office supplies. The software is not working right. Computer crashed. A number of things that can happen for insufficient resources. Feeling unappreciated. I think we've all had that a time or two. Really, days you just go in, you're feeling good, and just your mood changes. Okay? We've all had that one boss that just really set you off for the day and just, I know he doesn't appreciate what I'm doing for him. Now, common symptoms of stress usually work common. Irritable, you get mad, littlest things set you off. We all get upset now and then, but if it's getting too much, realize it. Forgetfulness. We're not talking about walking into the kitchen and forgetting you went in there to get a fork or a spoon. Just little things you forget. You knew you had it in your mind and you put it to the back. I'll get to it tomorrow, and you just completely forget it. Fatigue. Are you always tired? Because you're stressed out. No, and I do too. You wake up in the middle of the night and it's right at the top of your head. Loss of sleep. Like again, fatigue because you've lost sleep because your brain won't shut down. You need to learn to do things that maybe help you get to sleep a little better. If you can't fall asleep within 20, 30 minutes, get up, do something until you do feel tired, and you'll feel a lot better. Physical disorders. You get headaches, stress headaches between the eyes. You get muscle cramps, tics. Somebody bouncing their leg on the floor, tapping their feet, just eye twitch, muscle twitches. And you can get down to just plain withdrawal and depression. There's quite a few other things, that happen. But there's things you can do to help with this. Learn the signs of stress. First off, we just talked about that. Another one is track your time. I mentioned this earlier. Just see where your time's going. Where are you spending your time? Could you be using it more conservatively instead of just spending it away? Making time to relax. That's very important to decompress when you get done. Just take time. Sometimes even at work you get stressed. You just got to walk away from the task at hand and just take 5, 10, 15 minutes. Practice some belly breathing. Don't bring it all into your lungs. Just belly full of air. Relax. Let it come out your nose. Make time to sleep. Don't stay up at midnight, 1, 2 in the morning finishing something. You got to make time to sleep. If you're not well rested, you're not going to perform your best. Next, take some exercise. Just take a walk, a stroll. It'll relax your mind. Wear off some of that tension that you might have. Another thing is watch what you eat and drink. There's some foods that might set you off. Don't drink a pot of coffee before you go on stage. Take time to laugh. Okay? Now, as we went through this presentation, you can see time and stress management intertwined with each other. Manage your time wisely, you can greatly reduce your stress. Likewise, reducing your stress can help you manage your time more effectively. That is it, man. Thank you, everybody.